finally I get to do this video because it has been months since I reviewed Binti novella, and I promised to give a full review because I was drawn into the book. But ever since then, y'all have been hearing crickets, and I apologize for that because first of all, I have to wait out the rain because I use natural light, and sometimes noise from my neighbors, and thankfully the generators are not on today, so it's a bit quiet. Yes. Yeah. Straight to Binti. So first of all, before I dive into the two other books from the Binti Trilogy, I'll talk about the Sacred Fire briefly. Sacred Fire it's a story of Binti as well. Yeah, it shows how vulnerable or how not really sad, but Binti was struggling with a lot of things in this part of the book because she was in this Oomza uni. Finally, it was always her dream to attend the Oomza uni. But first part of Binti, there was an experience she had on the ship when she was on her way to the university, where the Needles tribe attacked the ship and killed everyone, and she was the only survivor on that ship. So you can imagine how devastating this is for Binti. Even her crush that she crushed on for just 5 minutes was killed. And the worst part of it that at the end of the day she had to befriend and what's probably that she had to befriend someone from that tribe. I don't know, no reason in particular. I just assume that Oku is a he because the Medus tribe, they're jellyfish-like people. Okay, so after the settlement, or after the settlement at the ship, where she was able to intervene and speak to the Medus people about how to come to after she spoke to the Medus people to make peace when I get to Oomza uni, it came at the price because she lost her hair. Her thick mane was transformed to jellyfish-like strands. They call it an okoko. So she's battling with this thing. Her hair is no longer hair, but it's still hair. The distance they have feeling, when you talk at them, or they can stand, they can raise on your head. Binti is missing home so much. Parents still mad at her for leaving, and she's faced with a lot of pain because the parent of the people keep on calling her, trying to talk to her, and trying to tell her to recount what happened on the ship, and this is not so easy for Binti. But one day, Binti and her friends, that a person of Oku, Haifa, and Bear is nomadic in nature. She's very hairy. I think Haifa is a trans, and then Oku, the Medus jellyfish-like creature that Binti has to befriend. This Oku's relationship, I was really scared for Oku's relationship with Binti because Binti kept on imagining or trying to remember if she saw Oku killing anybody, if he was the one that killed her friends that she just met for 5 minutes, or that she just met, that she was only warming up to, if he was the one that killed them. It's just really painful for Binti, and I really pity her in this story so much. But she made new friends, and they traveled to a part of the university. It sort of reminded Binti of home. Not so much, but it sort of reminded her of home. Then they lighted a sacred fire, and they camped out there. And this really helped Binti and forged a friendship. Yes, so we'll move on to the second part of this Binti trilogy is Binti home. Yeah, Binti returns back to Earth, to her people for a brief time because there's a pilgrimage that every Himba woman goes for when it gets to a certain age. So Binti first, if she goes and communicate and just goes for this pilgrimage, she would sort of find a balance. So she decided to come for this pilgrimage, and Oku comes along with her as an ambassador, and he only wanted to come home with her. So the Oomza uni permitted it because it was a truce, and he was allowed to do this. So Binti returns home, and she's not really like other girls her age, and she's different. She's although she's coming from the pilgrimage, like yes, but there are no men swarming for her attention. No one would want to come for a girl who ran away from home. Her siblings were mad at her that she was selfish, and this led to a fight between Binti and her as her family members. It was quite chaotic. It was quite sad, and Binti still struggles with what happened on the ship. So you can understand the point of view, what point where Binti was coming from for a lot of things, but the family tried to understand, but they really couldn't understand it because they were not like dead fish with her. So Binti struggles with this identity issue, and guess what? She goes into her room, and she looks outside her window, or did she open her door? I can't remember. But she looks out into the night, and there it is, the night masquerade. What's worse, seeing the night masquerade is a big deal because Binti is a girl. Seeing the night masquerade is a big deal because Binti is a girl, and masquerades, even till present days, women are advised to stay away from them. In Africa, in Nigeria, here where I'm from, women are advised to just stay away from masquerades. So they're not, and even some cultures, it is forbidden for women to see masquerades at all. So Binti is already struggling with identity, already trying to make sense of what happened on that ship, and here she is encountering the night masquerade. She can't believe her eyes. Going on a pilgrimage, Binti is taken to the hinterland because her father is not only Himba, he's also partly from the desert people. And here she meets Moyi. Moyi gets to tell Binti that the tribe they're called the desert people, they actually have a name, and that's the Eni Zaneria. I don't know if I got this pronunciation right. The Eni Zaneria, because they call them the Eni Zaneria because this set of people actually met with aliens in the past. Binti met with a lot of questions. She's not only Himba, she's not only part Medus, now she also has this alien relationship. And while Binti is away, guess what? The Kosh people from the beginning, the people who are warring with the Medus, attacks Binti's homeland. And Binti is away and she's torn. And these people comes for Oku, comes for her family because they say they saw it as a slap on the face that Binti comes home with this Oku, the Medus, someone from the Medus tribe. So Binti is trying to communicate with her parents, but she can't, so she's broken because she feels like, or she thinks that her family died during the war. So there it is for Binti. So next is Binti the Night Masquerade. The final part of the Binti Trilogy is Binti the Night Masquerade. Binti the Night Masquerade sees Binti in just trying to do what Binti does best. This part is quite hard for me to explain because I'm trying to not give you any spoilers so you can enjoy it or have everything by yourself. So Binti the Night Masquerade, she goes back to her homeland alongside her new friend Emily while they try to forge peace. Here Binti is not only just trying to talk about her personality, it's not only just trying to bring peace, she also has to battle with her personality and just trying to wrap her head around a lot of things. But I'm not giving any spoilers, so it's really nice. Although, how do I feel about Night Masquerade? Okay, how do I feel about this book entirely? I've been itching to get to this part since. Binti the Night I'll start with Binti the Night Masquerade at the end, because I feel like Binti the Night Masquerade was kind of like a spiral down for me, because I really enjoyed the journey, especially the first part of the book. It really kept me hooked. I like Binti home. Then Binti the Night Masquerade, I really struggled to stay. I really struggled to stay focused. I was just trying to piece a lot of things together and be like, okay. It ended on a good note though. It wasn't a tragedy. Thank God for that. But I still feel like there's more, or there was some story that I just left aside. I that the author did not develop some story. She just introduced it to us and left us hanging like that. So maybe it's a good thing, but I just feel like more. Yeah, but it's a nice book in entirety. It's a very nice book. Binti, it's a good one. It's a nice. It's Binti is time well spent. Why do I think Binti is a nice one? Okay, Binti. First of all, my reason for saying Binti is a nice book is because of the main character, Binti herself, the heroine. Because I feel like Binti is a very good narrative, and if when I in my last video, in my video of Binti, was it Binti I said that? Anyway, no, it was not Binti, it was for Kabu Kabu. Kabu Kabu is also written, it's a short stories collection written by Nnedi as well. So I feel like Nnedi's books, I feel like I would give, I believe that I would like my daughter to read books by Nnedi, because there was always been this gap for female heroines projected in an African heroine, projected in a certain way, the way Nnedi does it for me. So I would like to give, because Binti is kind-hearted, Binti goes for what she wants, she's smart, and this girl likes mathematics. And I'm not really a fan of mathematics. This girl likes mathematics, and I'm not really a fan of mathematics. So you can imagine that's an extra point for Binti. So I really like her. Binti herself is one of the reasons why I stayed glued to the trilogy, because of her spirit, her attitude towards a lot of things really kept me going in this book, and I really appreciate that too. And it was well written. It's written in first person narrative. It's the stories are quite small, if I can use that word, and it's a short read. You can just keep on going and going and going. So it's really nice. So I'll recommend it for anyone, especially if you're like me that's not really into science fiction yet. You can start with Nnedi. Her works are really nice. Yes. Okay, that's it. That's the reason why I love Binti so much. I didn't really prepare anything for themes, but the theme of this book, it has a lot of things. If you ask me, it has a lot of things. I saw the one about the needlessness. The one I got is the needlessness for war and quarrels, because from the Kaush or the Kush people, who are like a dominant tribe on earth, and the Medus people. There was a part in the book when they said, if you ask these people now what was the root cause of why you're fighting, they will say different things that is not even concern what really happened. And it's very, 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 it's really true, because a lot of people just go into wars or uphold beef or uphold enmity, and they just pass it down from generations to generations, and it's not nice. It's not nice. And also, yes, and it's not nice. So that would be one major thing for me. Then being yourself, Binti really taught me that just embracing who you are, no matter, even though it's crazy, because Binti has so many personalities or so many connections to different things that I was like, how is this girl coping with this feeling? Because number one, being normal or being a certain way, you have to really digest a lot of things and a lot of eyeballing, judgment, but you having different, like you are Himba, you're also Medus, you have funny hair, you like mathematics, you also have connection with the Ains and Rias, so people that have a connection with aliens. It's a lot. So, but the fact that Binti always tried to keep her head up, even though sometimes it just weighs her down, but at the end of the day, she just taps on all the fact that she taps on a side of her that is beneficial at that moment. Although she picks like her harmonizer side, her master harmonizer part. She uses when it's necessary. The part about Medus, although she'd like to suppress her Medus, they call it Medus anger. She likes to suppress that part a lot. She did not really tap into the Medus temper that occupied her. No, she didn't really do that. But she just tried to make everything that was within her wholesome in a way that was admirable. So I think that's nice. That I think I'll get a cutting here for Binti, but I will recommend it for anyone. If I'm going to rate this book, I'll rate it 3. That's because I am. That's because at the end of for the ninth masquerade, when I just felt like, oh, there's more, there's more. She didn't tell us what even happened to what happened. She just there are lots of cliffhangers are hard. Then there's a lot of cliffhangers in this ending parts. For me, I'm speaking for myself. Yes. So there are a lot of cliffhangers. Like, okay, she introduced the story, but then left us. She introduced this part, then left us. That's really annoying. Why do authors do that? Like, you introduce a particular story or a particular twist or bend and just okay, run along, we go this way now. Why? Why? So I'll rate it a 3. And so, but it's a nice read either way. Yes. Thank you for watching this video as always. And I do hope that you tell your friends about this. Tell your friends about my channel. Like, subscribe, share. Just enjoy yourself, and more videos to come. And more videos to come. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Yes. Have a nice day or night, whatever time zone it is where you are. So goodbye.